My boys, what's going on? And welcome back. Maintenance is for tomorrow, so I figured I would go ahead and check out the notes. And there is a fat balance patch being applied with that as well, I believe. So we're going to spend hopefully most of the time just reviewing that, and we'll go through this quickly so the video won't be 85 hours long. But Enkidu is being added to the Astro Guide. It will have a review because I don't know if it's a boy or girl. I don't see anything, but could just be flat. Who knows? It will have a review once it is added to the game, so don't worry about that. But it's a new Nat 5 and is acquirable through the special shop, eggs, and 5-star Astromon selection card, which I don't know why they won't allow me to pick Wet Balrona from the 5-star selection card. And then the costume for Nightmare is being added in. At the moment, it's going to be 150 Mystic Fabrics. Over here struggling once again. Great suit. Looks freaking awesome. Look, it makes Nightmare actually look fun to play as, which is something to say about her. I mean, she's annoying, but she's not like super duper fun to play as. And then Jack is coming back once again, of course, for the Capture Festival. She is lower than the rare rates and higher than super rare, so she's in the middle between that. And then Firejack is harder to get compared to the 3-star water and wood. And then I'm assuming, yep, we can do the fusion for Dark and Light Jack. So to those that couldn't pick up like a Dark July or even a Wood Cherry, and you don't have a purse but you need a passive healer, you can use Dark Jack. Is she amazing? No, but I do believe Dark Jack does have skill books. Well, Jack in general has skill books now. Astromon's normal skill and Astromon's skill coefficient will be unified. Passive skills or stats are just based on the increase-decrease skill coefficient. Some stats might be adjusted during the skill level up according to the change passive. Okay, so that's the balance stuff. We're going to save that for last because let me just try and breeze through this. But the new 5-star is getting skill books. Mini Camilla is getting skill books. Very interested to see how that plays out. Venus is getting skill books, very interested in that. Nifa, Kira is getting skill books, Beetle's getting skill books, Pegasus is getting skill books, Cupid is getting skill books, very interested in that. Nez is getting skill books, interested in that. Jean, John, whatever you want to call her, she's getting skill books. I'm kind of interested in that. Anubis, of course. Pebble, not so much. Pebble might be viable now, but again, all of the amount of soul stones you need to get him to Evo 3. Gatito's getting skill books. My boys. That's it. This video is done. Dark Gatito with skill books. We're done here. We're done. Flora's getting skill books. Sherlock, Slime Soldier, Grab Bag, Mino, and then Mildew are all getting skill books. So a lot of mons are getting skill books. So that's going to provide a lot of boosts to teams that use these mons, whether it's in PvP or Titans or whatever. So that right there is blessed, man. Then there's a special Halloween package that you can buy if you want, of course. Variant Holy Gleam package, nothing new there. Trick or Treat package, in my opinion, definitely not worth it. You get 1k Astro Gems, 2 Water Jackaloodles, and 2 Wood Jackaloodles. Even with bad RNG, you should be able to get 4 of those within a day or two. So again, not worth it unless you got money to spend. Light and Dark Beetle, from what I can recall, they're not very good. One might be very good, one might be kind of meh. I can't remember, but it's up to you if you want them. I would want them just for the Astro Guide, but I'm not looking to donate for that. Light and Dark Sea Star, she is getting her Super Evolution soon, which is nice, but is it worth swiping for? Again, it's up to you guys to decide. The chance of acquiring Dragon Gems will be increased from 20% to 25% on B10 and Dragon Dungeons. So there's a 5% increase. I was hoping for more. I was hoping it would be like, I don't know, 40% versus 20%. But I don't even do B10, so I'll just leave that there. Champion League, first place logo is changed. Random matching added. Ban Astromons from battles applied to both offense and defense. About time. Trinket crafting UI change to be more simplified. Cool with that. Sap does more damage to Colossus, Dungeon Boss, Titans, and Elusive Thief Lupin. It goes from 5,000 to 7,000. 2k increase. Not so much worth it in my opinion. Resistance down weakens enemies' resistance by 70%. This skill cannot be resisted. Before the change was 50%. So if resist down hits good luck. Good luck. I mean, this right here is wonderful. I like that because I will be doing a science project soon with resistance down, so stay tuned for that. But that's wonderful. Right before I did that science project, Astromon refill pop up, buff event, trinkets upgrade discount, and then trinkets free buff removal buff event added. Okay, about time. About time. I mean, trinkets aren't expensive anyways, but they needed to be in a rotation anyways. I don't know why it took them so long to do that. Adventure, the 100% drop of fruits on extreme difficulty first level stages causes dragon stones and midstone super evolution materials not to drop case improved. So they're basically saying that if you run the first stage to get fruits, that people weren't getting dragon sigils and midstone super evolution, well, mid super evolution materials. So hopefully they're fixing that. Adventure, Rift of the Chaos added, something dangerous is about to awake. You will find out more information on that in the next update. So we already know this is the world boss. They're just saying, hey man, the world boss isn't coming with this update, but the next one, like the next real update to the game, it should be on the way. So that's pretty much confirmed for November, like they said before. We don't know what time in November, but it should be, you know, probably earlier than November 15th, in my opinion. Then special event. In-game special events are available with more comfortable access regardless of website connectivity. And then in battle, particular Astromons turning upside down during the attack issue fixed. Golem dungeon deck Astromons appearing instead of chosen Astromons for friendly match issue fixed. So they've fixed a couple of things. But let's go over here to the meat of the stuff and check out these balance changes to these mons, because this video might be a little bit long, but you can bear with me here. So Bell Pup, Fire Bell Pup got a change on deal. Actually, I'll just do it like this. Bell Pup, both fire, well, the RGB got just buffs to their 5-star skill, and for the wood one, it got a 20% buff to the stun skill. And Vigor's now 3 turns, and Zeal's now 3 turns, and then Water has recovery up for 3 turns, which this really only affects the water because I don't know if anyone else uses the fire or wood, in my opinion. I only use the water, so that's great. Dark Odin got a 3% attack boost. I guess it just got to tell us that. Doesn't really change too much. Light Tordora got a boost, I'm assuming, in morale boost. Even though it says morale boost to morale boost, maybe it gets more morale boost. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean. This is for both 4-star, both of them. No, hold on. Nope, I'm crazy. This is only for the light one, but like I said, the light one already had morale boost, and then the dark one's attack down got boosted from 60% to 70%, so Tordora is still not really worth it, in my opinion. Yaksha, the fire one, got a boost in blind, 20%. Nice. Water one got a 10% boost in attack. That's pretty great because I believe she has double stalker, so that's awesome. And then the light one got a 15% boost in HP and a 10% boost in defense and a negative 10% decrease in recovery. I believe she has like, what, can't she like heal the whole squad or something like that? So that HP boost and defense boost is pretty darn cool. It's pretty darn cool. Fire Garuda got his stun changed to 80% for 1 turn, and then fully booked up is 90% chance for 2 turns. The wood one got a 10% attack boost, which is blessed because that means more damage from the courageous strike. The light one has gotten its predator changed to shock, which shock is always better. Shock is always better, so that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I mean, I don't have a light one, but in this case, maybe shock is just better for him in general. And then he got an HP boost and a defense boost, while the dark one got a 5% attack boost. Alright, and then Sun Wukong has lost his predator skill for the 5-star fire one, but he's gotten defense down, which changes up the way he is now. More so, he was more attack based. Now he's going to be a little bit more debuffing and courageous striker based, like essentially just like Water Hades. So that's very interesting. I mean, it's a change. Not saying that his damage before was amazing, but it is certainly a change. But that might also help people that already have 1 or 2 Sun Wukongs, because we can I guess in theory, move from over to the left side and free up room on the right side for another Fire Shinobi or someone like that. The water one got a boost in HP and attack. Doesn't really matter. The light one got its shock decreased. Rip. And then boost in HP, boost in defense, and then 10% less recovery. The dark one got a boost in HP and attack and defense, and then 10% less in recovery. Fire Ender got a 10% attack boost and 10% defense boost, and then that negative 10% in recovery. Light Shinobi got HP Siphon changed to Predator, which should definitely help his damage. That should definitely help. Because no longer is he healing, he's actually doing damage, so that's great. Poseidon lost some HP, gained 20% attack, which is quite hefty. Wood kind of got 8% HP boost. Fire Incubus lost morale boost, which I believe he has morale boost and Courageous Strike, so he can't get his Courageous Strike off as fast. Not saying he does that much damage anyways, but he got that change with attack down, which he's still critical hit reliant, but he's even more so a Titansmon than what he already was. Light Rudolph lost her ability to be dependent on crit for the light one, and now it's just regular SP Siphon. And then the dark one had gotten a boost in Hunter by 20%. Now, my boys, Dark Rudolph at 2.3, at Evo 2.3, she has a single target modifier on her, so her single target action is going to do even more damage. Even if you Evo 3'd her, unfortunately, it's still going to do more damage than what it does before, which is great. Tanya, no one uses Tanya, but she got the Fearless Taunt now instead of Taunt. Light Sherlock got a boost in Exposed Weakness. Lupin also lost his critical hit reliance on his SP Siphon, and he just needs nothing. He can just do his SP Siphon normally. Then he still has Hunter, but his Hunter got a boost in damage, so that's nice to those that have a Dark Lupin. Xiao Wujing, which I don't have at all. The fire one got Exposed Weakness instead of attack down, which I believe he has Exposed Weakness and Courageous Strike, so it's pretty cute. Morale boost. Critical hits grant a 100% chance to restore 10% of allies' SP when attacking. Are they taking critical hits out of it, or are they applying that? I'm not really sure what that means. Next up, Victoria for the fire one. Her taunt got changed to Fearless Taunt. The water one got a boost in attack and defense, which is great. Light Cupid got a change in his zeal from 20% to 40%, and he will use immediately once his SP bar is full, which I see that a lot now, that if their SP bar is full and you have on auto, they're just going to do it anyways. As long as once it gets full, they're going to do it. So that's very, very interesting. That's better AI in my opinion than it waiting to use it, which every time it waits to use it, it doesn't work. Like, it gyps people out. But then he lost 5% attack, doesn't really matter. 25% increase in defense though, pretty solid. Dark Cupid got a 10% boost in HP. Oh my god, he already has too much HP. And then his shield has been changed as well, so once his SP bar gets full, regardless if his shield is up or down, he's going to throw it right back up. Fire Leo got a 5% boost in HP, and then a 10% boost in attack. Oh my goodness. So Fire Leo just got even stronger. The water one has lost taunt, and now he has Fearless Taunt, and that has a maximum of a 90% chance to draw enemies' attention for 2 turns. Okay. And then Dark Leo got a 3% boost in HP, and then a 10% boost in attack, and a 3% boost in defense. Jean, John, whatever, she is now an HP aggressor for her 3-star skill, the fire one, that is. And then the wood one got a 10% boost in HP and 5% boost in attack. I believe she also has Stalker. Yuki, the fire Yuki, got an 8% boost in fire. The water got her stat boosted, I believe. So it went from 60 or 70 to 80% chance for her 3-star skill. And she also got a 5% increase in defense, but she's already a tank type, so it is what it is. Wood Yuki has now went from useless to actually wonderful, because now she has double Exposed Weakness. Both of them are 70% chance without books, which is great. So now she is a wood Exposed Weakness mon. Like, we have Sherlock and we have Bulby that do the same thing, but now we have a wood mon. So Wood Yuki is actually very, very viable now, especially for Titans. So that's blessed. Light Yuki got, I believe, an increase in her shock to 80%, and then her 5-star skill got boosted up to 70%. I'm not totally sure, but I think max level. I think they're referring to skill books. So with skill books, her shock increases, not regular. But her HP got boosted by 10%, and then her attack got boosted by 10% as well, which, holy crap. Holy crap, man. That is blessed. So Light Yuki got a buff, and Wood Yuki got a buff. Bolt Wing, I'm going to skip over that because Bolt Wing is just not good. Anu got Water Anu got a boost in attack by 10%, which is what he needed, and Predator also got a boost, so for a little bit more damage out of him. Wood Anu got attack increased by 10% as well. Blessed. 150% blessed, my boys. That is wonderful. Fire Arthur has also got his defense down increased by 10%, which is awesome. Also, Water Arthur has gotten his attack down. Okay, let me back up. Fire Arthur got his defense down increased by 10%, so it's now 70%. Water Arthur has gotten his attack down increased by 10%, so it's now 70%. Wood one got a small boost in attack and defense, not really worth mentioning. Light one has went from Thirst to Hunter, and he also got a 10% boost in HP. Light Arthur is actually viable now. I mean, he was viable before, but Hunter, oh my gosh. He's going to have what? I believe he has Shock and Hunter. Holy crap. He's going to be nasty. And then Dark Arthur got a 8% boost in defense. Valkyrie, her Predator got boosted up as well as her HP and attack, but I'm not a fan of Water Valkyrie. Wood one got 10% more HP, so she's even more annoying. Light one lost her Predator, and now she has Damage Destruction instead, which reduces damage done to all allies for 2 turns. So similar to what's his name, Silver, and she has an 8% boost in HP. So Light Valk is actually looking like a snack now, my boys. She's looking like someone that is actually viable and that I'm actually interested in using. Okay, that changes things up for the better so far. Fire Purse got a boost in her sap by 20% for her 3-star skill. Water one got 10% more HP because she needs more HP. Why not? And then Dark one got a 3% boost in her attack and then a 10% boost in Predator. Blessed. Pebble got a 10% increase in its attack, and then also its stun for the 3-star skill now goes from 60 to 70%. All Shellys got their attack increased by 10%. Doesn't really change much. Dark Jack got her sap increased from 50% to 70% for her 5-star skill. Light Nightmare lost her defense aggression and got Fearless Taunt instead, so hopefully that will change things up for her, because before she was literally just a 5-star version of Light Nike, which weakens Super Evo Light Nike, which destroys Nightmare, because you have to pull Nightmare and get her to Evo 3 while we're giving a Light Nike, and we can just skill book her and build her up with ease and have the same stats, and she just wasn't worth it. Hermite, we're not going to even talk about that. Fire Shiva got a boost by 10% for his HP and attack. Okay. Water one got a 10% attack boost. Don't know why, but okay. The Wood one got his 3-star skill. Predator got the boost, so I'm assuming they boosted a lot of people's Predators or a lot of Ashermon's Predators. And also still got a boost, but we normally don't use Wood Shiva for Steel anyways. He's mostly there for his Predator skill because his attack stat is gross. Light Shiva got 3% HP boost and a 20% defense boost. That's actually a pretty good chunk. And then Dark Shiva, whoever has that, his seal is now 100% chance when you fully book him up, if I'm reading that right. Or is it 100% chance now? And then if you fully book him up, you get 3 turns. And then his Dark had lost his stun. That was 100%. Now that's 80% chance for 2 turns. And then if you book him up, it's a 90% chance for 3 turns. Okay. And then he also got a 10% attack boost. And I haven't been reading these off, but I'm assuming these are just changes to... I'm not sure if it's damage modifiers or SP. I don't know. That's why I haven't been naming this off. But a lot of these have been decreased. So if it's... Is there any information about that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means, so that's why I haven't been reading it off, so don't flame me in the comments. Wood Mushi has gotten his attack increased by 10% and his defense increased by 10%. Fire Sea Star has lost fatigue and has Predator and then Stun, which 100% chance for 1 turn booked up and gets a 20% boost in skill damage. Fire Sea Star is still useless. Water Sea Star has gotten a buff in Sap and fully booked up. It is now 70% chance for 2 turns, and then for the 5-star skill, it's 80% chance for 2 turns. So that's okay. I mean, if you need a sapper, you can use her, but we still have Water Miho, which is easily more farmable than Sea Star, but it is what it is. Wood Sea Star is still useless. Light Sea Star, her shock now lasts for 2 turns, I'm assuming, instead of 1. And then Dark Sea Star got a 10% buff in her defense and a 15% decrease in her recovery. 10% buff is pretty interesting. I believe she's a defense aggressor anyway, so that should raise her stats up pretty good. And this is pre Super Evo, so that's pretty nice. Fire Mona now has SP Siphon instead of Recovery Down, but from what I can remember, Fire Mona still sucks. Wood Mona now has Fearless Taunt instead of Taunt, so she's viable more than ever than what she was before. But I mean, I guess you could use her now. I'm not gonna say she's wonderful, but I guess you could use her now, and I won't hate you too much. Dark July got a 5% boost in HP, so better heals. Lats all across the board got 8% increase in attack, just the RGB. Wood Sealer got an 8% increase in attack. I'm not going to even mention these because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Mini Cat morale boost got changed. 100% chance to restore 30% of own SP when attacking instead of maybe 25 or 20%, whatever it was before. And then the tree one. The wood one has lost recovery down and got exposed weakness instead. Blessed. We're not even going to waste our time on those on Wolf and Cosmo. But Light Colt got a boost in its leader skill and then also 10% increase in attack. And then the dark one got a boost in the leader skill and also 10% increase in attack, which is blessed. 100% blessing right there. Fire Hana, some changes to sleep. Sleep's been upgraded by 10% for 2 turns when you fully book her out, and then her AI got changed completely. So whenever her SP's full, she's going to do her moves instead of waiting. She's just going to do her moves just like everyone else. Great AI on that. The water one got a boost in her sap when fully booked up by 10%. The wood one has now a 70% chance for 2 turns attack down instead of maybe 60, which is nuts. That is great. Great. Then the light one has lost 10% of her attack and then gained 10% defense. And then her shield, once again, as soon as her SP gets full, she's just going to spam it. Okay. And then Dark Hana got an increase in her HP and defense. And once again, once her shield is full, she's going to spam it. Fire Wild Fang lost her self-sustained HP siphon, and now she heals the whole squad instead, but she's also got a 10% increase in her attack and then a 5% increase in HP. Dark Wild Fang now hits more harder than ever. She got a 10% boost in attack and defense, and then Banshee got a 20% boost in her attack, which she uses Curse anyways, so that's wonderful because that scales off her attack. The water one got a 8% boost in her attack and then a 3% boost in her defense. The wood one has gotten a boost when she's fully booked up to her morale boost, I'm assuming, and then 10% more damage out of her skill damage when fully booked up, and then 10% more out of her defense down when fully booked up as well. And then she also has an increase by 10% for her attack. Light Banshee has 10% more HP, and then Dark Banshee has 5% more HP and defense. So a lot of changes, my boys, a lot of changes. I'm just going to really quickly pick out the ones that I think are most interesting to me. Definitely the Fire Wukong is quite interesting. It's funny that they nerfed Light Wukong a little bit. It's nice that they buffed Light Shinobi, in my opinion. Good buff on Rudolph. Very good buff on Rudolph. Let's see. Cupid, interesting buff as well, even though I don't have one. It's nice that Fire Leo got buffed up some more because he needs that buff. The best changes so far has definitely been Yuki, especially with the Wood Yuki and the Light Yuki getting buffed anew. That's a blessing right there. Arthur and Valkyrie, both very, very interesting. It's nice that Purse got 10% more HP for her, the water one. And Light Nightmare has a little bit more use than what she had before of just being a 5-star Light Nike. Shiva is also interesting as well because, what was it? Maybe it wasn't Shiva. Oh yeah, never mind. It was Shiva because it's 20% boost in defense. I'm not saying Shiva is going to be viable now. Like Shiva is going to be viable or part of the meta now, but it does help with survivability, which is always wonderful. Wood Mushi boost up in there, and then Colt, that's pretty nice. Hana is going to be very, very nice. Wild Fang is going to be nice, and then Banshees also. It doesn't matter too much, but it is pretty nice to those that have those and use those. It's pretty wonderful. But all in all, very thick patch. I know this was a lot of information, and I kind of went through it like slightly fast, but I didn't want to make this video more time consuming than what it was. But we got a new Nat 5 on the way. World Boss next month, and this balance patch should help bring to light some more mons that are actually viable and usable versus the ones that we've always been using. But again, this is just conjecture. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But you guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.